Without a shadow of a doubt, it's the Crockett Show in social media history. I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone. Get on the phone and call somebody and tell them the great one is in the building. I am the 5-star general. They say we got a new problem, and it's called monkeypox. It's getting close to election time. I knew something was going to come up. And we're going to talk about it tonight, man. So get ready. Let's go. Man, I want to welcome you to another episode of the War Zone and tell you thank you for taking the time out to tune in to me. You know, without you good people, I wouldn't have a show. So I really do appreciate you taking the time out to hang out with your boy, the 5-star general. And what else can I say about that, man? Let's get these privacy settings straight first, and then we're going to jump into this thing. All right. Top of the evening to you. I've been out of pocket for a couple of days. I was tired. I got to get used to doing my homework again. Finna start this last year of college for this bachelor's. And I'm just trying to train my body. You know, as you get older, your body doesn't respond the way it used to. So, you know, I'm just trying to get it in order and make sure I got my sleeping patterns down and get ready to start this thing up. Well, you know, they got this new thing out. Really ain't a new thing. It's been there since the 70s. And it's called monkeypox. And I knew something was going to pop up because it's almost election time. So they're trying to figure out a way to put us back in the house or put us in a position where they can do mail ballots and all that. But this is really not about politics tonight. This is about the actual monkeypox. But like I said, you know, whenever something pops up, they make it a global issue on a local level so that they can affect certain things. And that's just the way that I feel about it. I'm not going to change the way that I feel unless they show me a reason not to feel that way. But monkeypox is something that's gone around and man, I'm going to just start it off like this here. We're just going to do it like this, and then we're going to get into the conversation. All right?
Monkeypox has been around for years, and it was...
Hold on a second. What happened? Hold on.
It really causes a rash that's similar to smallpox. And so with the elimination of smallpox in the early 70s is when monkeypox was discovered. So it starts off with fever and then general body aches, malaise, muscle aches, similar to influenza that usually precedes the development of the rash. And if people have looked online and seen the rash, it starts off as a macule, a flat raised lesion, but then it forms a firm nodule. It's really hard to miss. From there, it develops into more of a blister and then a pustule, and then it scabs over. Generally, the transmission occurs due to prolonged skin-to-skin contact, or it may occur with respiratory contact, but these are large respiratory droplets that don't travel far. So the CDC considers you being at risk as if you're with somebody who's infectious within 6 feet of them for 3 hours or more. And I think that goes to show you how much less infectious that is compared to something like COVID. People may be infectious as soon as the prodrome starts, the fever and the not feeling well, and then they stay infectious throughout the rash until the skin is healed over. You know, the smallpox vaccine has some cross protection against monkeypox, so it is being made available through public health for people who've had contact with confirmed or suspected cases of monkeypox. If it's given within 4 days of exposure, it protects about 85% of the time. But even if it's given after 4 days of exposure, if it's given up to 2 weeks after exposure, it may modify its disease, making it less severe. Monkeypox generally, people who have it, they generally recover on their own. But about 5% of people who have monkeypox may die. The current strain, however, causes less severe disease and is expected to have a mortality rate of about 1%. Treatment is generally supportive, but there are some antiviral treatments that are available, as well as immune globulin that's available. If people have had suspected exposure to somebody with monkeypox to a confirmed or suspected cases, and it's a significant exposure, then contact your healthcare provider, because then they can refer you to potentially get vaccinated to prevent infection.
I'm back, man. Monkeypox. And you noticed how he gave us all the details about it. And I sat around and I researched this. And what I don't like is when people are not being transparent. When they're not being transparent. And how do you get it? How do you get it? Let's look at a screen. Let me open another screen for you. Hold on. Let's open a screen. We're gonna talk about this. All right. Share. Now, as you notice on my screen, it says monkeypox facts for people who are sexually active. Well, during the course of what he was saying, he never mentioned this. And this is why I'm saying that we're not being transparent. So let's look at some of these facts about this. Monkeypox is a rare disease caused by the monkeypox virus. Monkeypox can cause a rash, which may look like pimples or blisters, sometimes with a flu-like illness. Monkeypox can spread through anyone through close personal, often skin-to-skin contact, including direct contact with monkeypox rash, scabs, or body fluids from a person with monkeypox, touching objects, fabrics, clothing, bedding, or towels, and surfaces that may have been used by someone with monkeypox. Contact with respiratory secretions. Let's go. This contact can happen during intimate contact, including oral, anal, vaginal sex, or touching the genitals, penis, testicles, labia, or vagina, or anus, butthole of a person with monkeypox, hugging, massaging, kissing, prolonged face-to-face contact, touching fabrics and objects during sex that were used by a person with monkeypox and that have not been disinfected, such as beddings, towels, and sex toys. Having multiple or anonymous sex partners may increase your chances for exposure to monkeypox. Limiting your number of sex partners may reduce the possibility of exposure. While you're trying to better understand if the virus could be present in semen, we're trying better to understand if the virus could be present in semen, vaginal fluids, or other body fluids. So why y'all ain't saying that? Why y'all ain't saying that? So somebody got monkeypox. I'm gonna go lay up with them. Hold on, you need to see me. Now I'm gonna go lay up with them. They got all these blisters all over them or whatever. But you didn't say that in your video. And my question is, why? Why wasn't that said in the video? Hold on a second, y'all. Why wasn't that said in the video? And I'm understanding why it wasn't said. I know clearly why it wasn't said. If you're out having sex, can have heterosexual sex. But most of the times, monkeypox, according to the articles that I've read, is transmitted through sex with gay people. I don't know if that's true or not. That is what the articles are saying, but they're being very, very evasive when it comes to this. And this is something that has been in existence since the 70s. And now all of a sudden, you need everybody to go get this vaccine for monkeypox. Well, guess what? Everybody ain't having gay sex. So, I mean, I'm just telling you what the articles say. Don't get mad at me, because I'm just telling you the truth. I ain't finna get it. I don't have no intentions of having sex with a man. No, monkeypox is not AIDS. And monkeypox is not in the family with chickenpox and all that other stuff. So my question now becomes is, I'm back to square one. Why is everyone who's talking about monkeypox being evasive and not saying that this, most of the cases that they have seen so far have come from the gay community? You scared to say that? You scared you're going to lose votes or something? Or we scared to talk about it? No, we're going to tell the truth if we don't do anything else. We're going to tell the truth. So I don't plan on drinking after anybody, which I don't do anyway. I don't plan on nobody spitting on me or their saliva coming in contact with me. And I see you with all these lesions all over your body, or these blisters or whatever, and the thing about it is, all of a sudden now it's a big problem. You've been knowing about this. This has been happening. And it's no worse, according to what I understand, according to what I've read. It's right around where it normally is. So why all of a sudden is this a global situation? Why all of a sudden do regular Gary Monroe have to worry about monkeypox? Which I'm not. I'm not. I don't know if y'all have noticed. I'm a boy, Damon. I'm a boy. God is mad right now, man. Man, I don't care what nobody tell me, man. Every time you look up, it's some new plague coming across the world. God is upset right now, man. And some of the things that we are doing, that we're promoting, that we're just putting out here like it's normal, God is upset and he's mad. And every time you look up, it's something else. I don't care what nobody thinks. Whoever you report to, God, Allah, Buddha, whatever, they all mad right now. And these plagues are starting to take over the world. And because they're starting to take over the world, we've made it political. Yes, we have. We've made it political. And now in our communities, especially the African American community, and I need y'all to, because they're saying that this, they started saying it came from Africa. So let's take African American off the equation for a second. In the Black communities, now you want to do more jabs. Man, stop letting them people shoot this stuff in you before you really get to climbing that tree in your front yard like a monkey. I'm just telling you, man, every time something come out, it's you gotta take this, you gotta take that, and ain't nothing working, everybody getting sick and everybody dying. Man, stop letting them people shoot that juice in you before you really be climbing the tree like a monkey in your front yard. And Kiki Will says, I keep saying that too. God has turned his face to this world. It's under judgment. There's more to come. And that's what I believe. Y'all have decided that one, you would take the words of God from the Bible that a lot of us were raised on and you change them and twist them. You change them and twist them. You'd make it fit. You'd make everything in the Bible that was the way that we grew up on, you changed it so that it could fit certain people. You angered the high power. And because of that, these plagues are just popping up everywhere. So which one of y'all out there plan on getting monkeypox? If you work in an office building full of people and you see somebody come to work looking like that, y'all just gonna have a normal day, right? You for real? Some things don't even make sense when they bring them out. The way that they talk about them or the way that they promote it or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't even make sense how they do it. First of all, if I didn't know what monkeypox was, get your blistered up ass from around me. That's the first thing. Matter of fact, I'm not even going near you. I don't give a damn what you got. You could have rubbed some Kool-Aid on your motherfucking ass, and I'm not finna come around. So when are we gonna start saying how you can actually get this? And I'm not gonna go too deep off the deep end with what I'm saying because they need to say it. When are you going to say how you can get monkeypox? When are you going to tell the people that most of the cases in the United States of America right now, they're not coming from heterosexual men or women? When are you going to say it? No, you can't say that. Because you're pandering for the LGBTQ vote. So therefore, you're going to hide the truth. You're going to camouflage the truth. And you're going to make everybody think that we all have a problem. See, that's that people of color bullshit across the board. That people of color bullshit across the board on this one. And what I mean by that, you done lumped us all into this thing. Like we all need to be worried about monkeypox. No, we don't. All of us ain't got to worry about no goddamn monkeypox. One, I don't kick it with monkeys. I know a couple of monkeys running around the city of Houston for sure. But I don't just kick it with monkeys. Two, I'm not going to be around certain things because it's just not me. So unless you people are truly ready to tell the truth, then it is what it is. And some of y'all just believe anything that these politicians say. Anything that the news say. First of all, Lena Hidalgo don't know a goddamn thing. She don't know her front from her back. She don't know her side from her side. If monkeypox is an STD, then that's what they need to say. If monkeypox is heavily transmitted in the gay and lesbian community, then that's what they need to say. Don't put everybody in panic mode because something is realistically an isolated situation. They can't say it because one, it's going to affect some votes. Some people are going to get mad at me for just telling the truth tonight, but I am not slandering or badgering the LGBTQ community at all. I'm just telling you the facts. And if you don't want the facts to come out, then there's no need for any of us to have an open conversation. There's no, I mean, when you had a high STD rate in the African American community, that was all over the news. When you were telling us that in certain communities, their STD rate is so high, it's #1 in the country. You had that all over the news. But now you have an isolated situation with monkeypox, and you will not talk about it the way that you need to talk about it. We need to start having segregated conversations. That's the way that I feel at this point. We need to have segregated conversation because ain't nobody want to tell the truth. So I ain't worried about it. Every now and then, I might have flu-like symptoms, and all of us may have flu-like symptoms. And you haven't really noticed recently that ever since the pandemic started, the flu done went out the window. Ever since the pandemic started, where's the flu? It just mysteriously disappeared, right? And some of y'all don't even get what I'm saying when I say that. Where's the flu? Let Gary Monroe tell you how he feel. Let 5-star tell you. I don't give a damn if you get worm pox, monkey pox, donkey pox, whatever. I ain't getting none of that shit. The same way I ran around the country with no mask on and didn't get no COVID. I mean, God is my vaccine. I've said that 1,000 times, man. I don't care what they come up with. God is my vaccine. And I'm going to leave it right there. But it's getting close to election time. So they can't really openly have this conversation. Because if they do, it's going to affect some people. And that's not what they really want to do. They don't want to affect their chances of being reelected by talking about this. Now they can talk about everything else, but they can't talk about this. And if they do talk about it, they leave a lot of information out. No, they know how they get it. Wallace, they know how they get it, dog. Some articles are straight to the point. 90% of the infected people in the United States of America have contracted monkeypox not through heterosexual sex. According to Freddie Salazar, they need to have everyone scared so they're distracted from the recession we're in, exactly, and manufactured food shortages, exactly, and everything else they're doing. I totally agree with Freddie Salazar. It's too much stuff going on. So now they got to come up with something and make it seem like they done saved the world before the elections. You're going to scare these people into not going to the polls because you're going to act like everybody and their mama don't get monkeypox. So I guess since you've done your research on monkeypox, especially the county judge down here in Houston, does monkeypox require a mask? You can get monkeypox just from rubbing your skin on somebody. So what we need, plastic suits now? What we need? You feeling what I'm saying? I mean, the whole thing is a sham to me. I'm just telling you how I feel, dog. And, so how do we protect ourselves from this? I really want to know. I want to know, how do we protect ourselves from this? If you can get it by rubbing your skin up on somebody, I guess now you finna go take the mask and sew them all together and make us these suits that can protect us from monkeypox. Damn well, man, we can see this shit a mile away. You know damn well ain't nobody gonna let nobody go to school with that, or let somebody go to work with that. It ain't even possible. And if they did, they crazy. So how do we protect ourselves, Madam uh, County Judge? Madam County Judge, how do we protect ourselves from this? Goddamn right. Thunder, bag back. Give me 50 feet. That's how you can protect yourself from it. But y'all don't know, like I keep saying, and that bothers me, that they're not telling you how this really, you could really contract this stuff. They're not giving you the real inside to how you can really contract this this monkeypox thing, and you're making it a global distraction because monkeypox has been around since 1970. So I guess now you're gonna make the children get more vaccinations, or now you're gonna make the children put them hot ass masks back on in this 100-degree heat in Texas. I can't speak on other states. So how do we protect ourselves? Ain't nobody said jack shit. Because the people that's trying to spoon feed us the information, they are not experts in nothing but political bullshit. I said what I said. I said what I said. So you tell me, I'm here for you. I want some feedback. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna read some of these comments that these people have made. And Gerald Williams say this is about money. Gwen Coleman said, first they said it came from Africa, now it's something else. Shaking my head. Brad McBride, amen. Brad McBride said political. Gwen Coleman, yes, he is. And that's about God being mad. Abrevia Miller said facts, real talk. Wallace, making moves, Velen said you got that right. Brad McBride, I'm sure you heard about Mayor-elect Josh Guillory in Lafayette, Louisiana, is in alcohol and PSTD rehab. I'm going to talk about that because I got my girl Tara Fogelman coming on the show. Supposed to come on 2 days ago, but I was just out of that, man. Kiki Will said, wait, so they will not be terming it as an STD. I thought I read that they are. Interesting. Wallace says maybe they just not sure how a person gets it. They know how they get it. Okay, and then Thunder says, good evening. What did I miss? Kiki Will. He's right. The master of distraction. I agree with Freddie. And Abrevia says political propaganda. Ali Muhammad, my good friend, said biological warfare exists. Osby Mitchell, another good friend of mine. Monkeypox or freeing Brittany Griner seems to be more focused on monkeypox. I agree. I want to go up here and I'm gonna switch gears for a little bit. We'll come back. I don't know if y'all keep up with news on the regional level, but down in Lafayette, Louisiana, mayor president is what they call him. Josh Guillory is in alcohol rehab, and he's saying he also has post-traumatic stress syndrome. Josh Guillory is one of the most racist mayors in the country. He's allowed police officers to shoot down people for no apparent reason, and now he's in rehab. Let me say this here. When you have problems, sometimes you need help. But I don't think it's necessarily the rehab, the alcohol when it comes to Josh. I think it's more of the fact that he's been a fuck up. It's more of the fact that they elected somebody who didn't have the mental capacity to be an elected official. He only governs one side of town, and he takes care of a certain ethnicity of people. When you are the mayor of a city, you have to take care of everyone. And he's not been doing that. And from the article that I read, Josh has actually been abusing, allegedly abusing his wife and the children. This is the mayor of Lafayette, Louisiana. You remember that cat? I had to go down there for Trayford Pellerin and then the NFAC. Had to show up, Grandmaster Jay. And Josh has been very, very ugly and racist towards African Americans. He's been very, very ugly and racist towards anyone who would support African Americans. Terrell Fogelman went to jail in front of his house barbecue, and I was out there that day, and she was targeted. I've spoken with her attorneys, and I will be her witness if they call me to be one. And they targeted her. They never asked me anything. I'm out there with a barbecue, and you asked me nothing. You didn't ask to see my ID. You didn't tell me I was violating the law. You didn't, none of that. You didn't do none of that. So some days when you do people wrong, it comes back to you. And I don't understand how city and parish government in Lafayette, Louisiana, as well as Lafayette Parish, is allowing this man to keep his seat at this point, because he should resign immediately. There should be a special election to replace him. And according to the charter of city parish government, that when he is out for more than 48 hours, then someone on the city council should immediately take his place. But what they're saying is that he can run government from his laptop at his house. Man, cut it out. Look, man, let this man go, cut your losses, go on about your business. That's how I feel about it. I'm not going to take anything back that I've said about Josh. Josh is a deplorable human being in my eyes. In my eyes, he is a deplorable human being. For somebody to be wrongfully murdered and you not even call them by name as the mayor of that city. It took me showing up with, going on the strong arm side of everything to force the issue for this man to even call this kid by his name. To call this kid by his name, man. You feel what I'm saying? And he doesn't deserve any sympathy. You wanted the job. And, his wife friends are making posts and emails are starting to leak out. And, that's why I'm saying allegedly he's been abusing his wife. As long as he was abusing that liquor bottle, he was abusing his wife. And sometimes when it's that bad, you got to know how to leave, Anime. Anime. You got to know how to leave. But you know what? Some people will stick it out because they like the lifestyle and they don't care about anything else. So the mayor of Lafayette, Louisiana is now in a 21-day alcohol rehab, and he says he has PTSD. But you ain't had this all these other years. You ain't had PTSD. How the hell you gonna run a whole goddamn parish as well as a city, one of the bigger cities in the state of Louisiana, and you got PTSD? Say, man, we ain't crack up on no Easter egg. Come on, dude. You got to come with something better than that, big homie. That ain't even working, man. That don't even sound right. So I'm gonna pray for every resident, black, white, indifferent, in Lafayette, Louisiana, Lafayette Parish. I'm going to pray for these people because when you have suspect leadership, things happen. He has clowned African Americans in prominent positions, forcing people to resign and different things like that for no apparent reason, because he could do that. He was the mayor president. But I tell you what, I get some satisfaction out of all of this when it comes to this dude, because I punked you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. But sit your ass up there and take it when I can. Sit your ass up there. So if the people of Lafayette Parish don't raise no hell, right now, if you were smart, you'd recall his ass. You'd recall him. I mean, he's not there. He can't run the government. It can't function properly. It can function properly, but in the eyes of us, it doesn't function properly if Big Daddy Josh ain't in control. So if he's not in control of the day-to-day, then maybe he should not be the mayor of Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm going to get Tara Fogelman on this show probably tomorrow. Well, it won't be tomorrow, probably Friday, so that we can have an intimate conversation. And if y'all don't remember Tara was the white lady that was barbecuing in front of his house on city property, and they took her to jail, and they really did her bad, and now they're facing a massive lawsuit behind that. And I may end up being a witness because I was out there that day that it happened. I was not treated the way that she was treated. I wasn't asked for anything, and it is what it is. Friday is tomorrow. Oh, well, okay. I thought today was Wednesday. That's what I thought. Today was Wednesday. Are you sure, Rontrell? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna see if I can get her on tomorrow and see if we can get Tara on so we can have a intimate conversation. What else would y'all like to talk about? It's a free fall since it's Thursday. What would you like to talk about? Please don't say Donald Trump. I don't want to talk Trump today at all. Nothing bad has happened. I think we talk about him more than enough. So what do you think that we should talk about? We got about 21 minutes left in this show. And we can talk about a little bit of anything. Y'all give me some ideas. I want to hear what y'all want to talk about. And then I can give you my honest opinion and assessments on some of this stuff. I saw the article where Kellis is upset that Beyonce stole one of her songs. But Kellis doesn't own the rights to the song. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you. The Neptunes own the right to the song. Neptune's on the right to the song, and therefore Kellis doesn't have, any grounds to stand on. She can be upset, and Beyonce didn't have to ask her for permission to use the song. Okay, Ron Trail says the USA is offering 2 inmates for Brittany Griner. Well, actually, they're only offering 1, and they want Brittany and another guy back for that 1. I don't think Russia's going to do it. I think this was all a game from the gate with Russia. It just happened. It just happened at the right time. But I think Russia's playing chess right now, and I don't think that that's going to get Brittany home. I think that Brittany will be there for a while. It's unfortunate, but when you leave the United States of America and you go into other countries, you have to abide by the law. And, other countries don't have laws like the United States of America sometimes. And, but I don't think that they're gonna if they wanted it that bad, I think that they would have done it by now. According to Cedric Lewis, I bet if Tom Brady was there locked up in Russia, they would have been over there with the quickness. Let me say this to you, man. The one person that should be standing up for Brittany more than anybody else, this is just my opinion, is the Vice President of the United States of America. She canvassed and she pandered to black women to vote for Joe Biden. And I don't think Kamala Harris should be as quiet as she is if she really gives a damn about black women. Now, on the flip side of that, you got some folks saying leave Brittany over there. She didn't want to kneel. She kneeled and she didn't give a damn about the United States of America. And now you need the United States of America to come through for you. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care how y'all take it, whoever. If you want to leave the United States of America, what you waiting on? Go get you a passport and get gone. You know just as well as I do that ain't what you want to do. As much as folks saying we need to go back to Africa, what you waiting on? You are probably in the greatest country in the world. And to some degrees, we don't feel that way anymore, but the way that these people are operating. But at the same time, you go to other countries, whether you're Tom Brady or whether you're Brittany Griner, and you have to abide by the law. And that's all it boils down to. You have to abide by the law. So some people in the beginning were saying maybe they just put that in her bag. Well, she admitted to it. She's saying that it was hers, but she didn't mean to bring it over there. And this is where I get confused at with all the investigative classes that I've taken. You say that you put it in your bag by mistake and you didn't mean to bring it over there. And you use it for chronic pain. If that's the case, why did you think you left it at home? If this is what you use for chronic pain, why would you think you left it at home? And then she says, well, I didn't mean to break the law. It's a saying, and it goes whether you're in Russia or whether you're in the United States of America. Your ignorance of the law does not matter. If you didn't know you were breaking a law, that's your problem. You have to be very aware of what you are doing. And Steve Antoine, I'm being honest with you, it just doesn't add up. All of a sudden, you didn't know that you put it in your bag. You wasn't supposed to bring it, but it was prescribed for chronic pain. No, mama, you do better just being quiet. Be quiet, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth, please shut your mouth. You keep talking, you're going to go to a penitentiary. You're going to go to a penitentiary. I'm telling you, don't say nothing else. Don't say nothing else. Because it don't make sense. It don't make sense. And this is not a goddamn game over there. And a lot of people say, well, Monroe, you ain't got no sympathy. Man, let me tell you something, man. When you got a drug problem, what you want me to have? I can't have any sympathy for that. You been taking that goddamn vape over there with that shit. And this time you thought it was cool, but your people into it with these Russian people with this war. So now they're gonna use you as a chess piece. They're gonna use you as a chess piece. So do I believe that she made a mistake in putting it in her bag? Hell no. You've been bringing it over there. That's why you were so comfortable doing it. That's why you brought the cannabis oil. If you chronic pain and all that in Arizona, they're gonna tell you smoke weed. You knew what you were doing. So I'm not in the sympathetic mode when it comes to that shit. I'm really not. I mean, maybe karma might come to me for not being sympathetic, but I'm a law-abiding citizen. I don't give a damn where I go. I've been all up in Jamaica. I wasn't trying to smoke no weed because I was in Jamaica. But if you want to be on them drugs, then deal with what come with it. But if y'all think, I think that she's going to be there a while. According to Douglas Dwayne Jones, that's like me taking my gun in my bag when I'm going to the airport. Exactly. Thunder asked a question: if World War III hits the streets of the U.S., what would you suggest we do? Do what I would do. Go in the backyard and barbecue. I ain't getting in none of that shit. Ain't my goddamn business. But if World War III comes, some of y'all ain't gonna have no guns because Turner and Hidalgo trying to get you to turn them in. I read an article yesterday where somebody said ain't no criminals turning no guns in. Exactly. So if World War III hits the U.S., man, just hold on tight. Because I don't think we got the firepower to fight China. I don't think we have the firepower to fight Russia. I don't think, and we so caught up on everything else. All the other distractions, we don't even see this lining up. Cedric Lewis says monkeypox has made it to Brazos County. I don't give a damn if it's across the street for me. I'm not finna stop doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep living my life. And I'm not shutting down none of that shit like we did last time. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. So I got mad love for y'all, dog. And we got a lot of issues in the United States of America. We got to figure out how to solve them. And once we can figure that out, I think we're going to be in a good place. But until we do that, it's not going to matter at all. It's really, really not going to matter at all. And Cedric Lewis says, I ain't fighting the white man battle. They got it. If we had a war on U.S. soil, it's not just the white man's battle. It's not. A long time ago, man, enough of our people have been to the military and they've lost their lives. They've laid their lives on the line. You know, and every time a good holiday comes up that we honor the veterans, that's what we do. We honor the veterans. That's what we do. Everything is not black and white anymore, you guys. It's not black and white. It's green. All of this shit that's going on is about money. This shit ain't black and white no more, man. Come on, bro. We got to start using our head, man. Yeah, I mean, I know everybody want the black man to come together with each other. That shit ain't gonna happen. I tell you right now, it's certain motherfuckers I ain't working with because they ain't no good. They trash, and I ain't got the time, and I ain't finna try to squash nothing to be back. You know what I'm saying? You know, Chosen Child said back in the day it was chicken pox. Today is monkey pox. More shots, and more shots. You see what I'm saying? I'm not getting caught up in a lot of this shit that's going on, man. The world is green, guys. It's controlled by money. The people that are in charge are trying to make tons of money. And all of us are just pieces on the chessboard. All of us low-level people are not important to the people that want to run the chessboard. So it's not about black or white. This is, if we had a war on U.S. soil, it's all our problems. It's all our problems, man. But shit, we got a war in the hood that they ain't been able to do nothing with in 60 years. We got a war in the hood. They can't, the U.S. has a problem solving anything on U.S. soil. They have a problem solving anything on U.S. soil. We worry about foreign countries too much. We take care of, you know, foreign people with U.S. dollars too much. It's because they're making money off of this. They have to take care of these people. Dubois wasn't there. They built that with U.S. money. You see what I'm saying? You have people that are financially struggling because of the pandemic, but yet you send $40 billion to the Ukraine. But you got people here that are losing their houses every day. You got people here that are homeless, that can't feed their children. This is about money. This is about money. But for me, I'm good on every level. God has truly blessed my heart, and I am good on every single level. I don't care what nothing. I don't care what happens. Yeah, a loaf of bread costs $5. Gas went all the way up to $6 a gallon. Just regular food is through the roof. We short on this, we short on that, and nobody will admit voting Biden in that White House was a tragic mistake. Our leadership in the United States of America has failed us. And a whole bunch of y'all gonna fall for the okie doke in 24. You're gonna go right back out there and vote for this same dude again. And then what are you gonna say? So you say Trump was racist, but gas wasn't through the roof. We could afford to feed our families. We were navigating the pandemic. But you said he was racist, so he had to go. So Biden gets in office. He was mentored by a racist. Gas, we can't afford to put gas in the cars. A lot of people are having to get rid of multiple cars. People are homeless. They're losing their houses. You know, everything is just through the roof. But a lot of people, like, they ain't got a problem with him. Voting in Joe Biden was the worst mistake that we have made in American history. Whether you want to accept it or not, whether his opponent is Donald Trump or not, the worst mistake we made was voting in Joe Biden. The worst mistake that the African American community made was trusting Kamala Harris. Miss came out and got you with her chucks and her pearls. Where all the sorors at now? Where all the fraternity brothers at now? You can't put gas in your car, Negro, because you went and you fell for the okie doke. You fell for the okie doke. And now we all get to suffer, and nobody wants to own up to the fact that if you voted for Joe Biden, you voted for the worst president in American history. Fix your fucking problem in 2024. I did not vote for him. I didn't vote him in, and I don't have to fucking vote him out. Y'all need to vote him out. Y'all need to vote him out. The worst president in the history of the United States. Contrary to popular opinion, people say Trump was a racist. I say Biden was mentored by one, but goddamn it, this country wasn't as fucked up as it is now. This country was not in the place that it is now. So can all you chucks and pearls go out there and vote in a new president in 24? Because this sucker ain't working. Ain't nothing you can tell me that would make me fathom to even think, which I know I wouldn't do it, but you couldn't even get me to think about voting for Biden in 24. I don't give a fuck if Brittany come on 5 times. Nothing would make me think about voting for this dude at all. I don't want to hear he needs 4 more years. 4 more years to fuck us wrong. Man, this dude ain't put a condom on to fuck us the way he fucked us. Nothing could make me do it. And nothing should make you do it. Nothing. Don't even fucking think about it. But some of y'all might have monkeypox in your brains. Because some of y'all gonna go right back out there and vote for that clown ass motherfucker. You gonna go right back out there and vote for that dude. Because you need to vote blue. Stay true blue. I'm gonna tell you this here, and I shouldn't say this, but God gonna deal with me later on. If you put Jesse Jackson and Joe Biden in the same room, you ain't gonna get shit accomplished. That's a conversation they will never be able to have in that room. Because Jesse, we know for a fact, has dementia. They're hiding Joe Biden's dementia. You know why I know Joe Biden got dementia? I'm going to tell you why I know Joe Biden got dementia. Because you can't seem to remember none of your campaign promises. None. He can't remember any of them. If you're not voting for Biden, let me get a hell yeah. I can type mine in now. Hold on. I'm not voting. Man, please. Ain't nothing, nobody can tell me that would make me vote for this man. Nothing. Every time you go to put gas in your car, you should be thinking about how fast you're going to vote for the other side. You don't have a choice. Ain't no way. This is the worst president in the history of the United States of America. Crazy Joe. And Trump wasn't wrong when he called him Crazy Joe, because the motherfucker is crazy. Say it's a reason that I'm the best in the business. Every night, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. It's the great one, man. Get on the phone and call somebody and tell them I am the 5-star general. Stay away from the monkeypox and stay away from them crooked Democrats. Not all of them is crooked, but the ones telling you to vote for Biden, you better not listen to them motherfuckers. But like Demetrius Smith say, a whole bunch of y'all still gonna vote for him. Until tomorrow, I'll holler at you.